What's up, guys? Welcome to your 22nd Python tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you guys how to nest if statements. So the first thing we're going to need is some variables and to build a basic if statement. So let's go ahead and make thing equals animal, and let's go ahead and make animal equals cat. There, good. Now once we get two variables, doesn't really matter what, we can go ahead and make our if statements. So let's go ahead and put if thing is, remember when you're making if statements, you use two equal sign, test conditions. If thing equals animal colon, and then we're gonna have a block of code right there, and let's just make an else statement real quick. Else print, let's think of something to print real quick. I don't know what this thing is. So we're gonna have if thing equals animal, do a certain block of code, else do print out I don't know what this thing is. Now inside this if statement, we could have a certain block of code like a print statement or something like that, or we can have a whole nother if statement, and that's what I'm going to teach you guys how to do today. So inside this if statement, in the first line of code, you put if and have another test condition right there. So if thing equals animal, which it does, and if animal is equal to cat, which it is, we want you to print out this is, probably need a print statement right there, print this is a cat, or there we go, not a car, a cat, there. And now we can have an else statement in here also. Else print like I don't know what this animal, I don't know what this animal is. So let's go ahead and run this right now and make sure I didn't mess up anything. Press F5, save it. It says this is a cat, and where's my code? Right there. So what it did is thing equals animal and animal equals cat. The first thing it did is test this if right here. If this wasn't an animal, it would go right down here. So let's just change that. Thing equals house. Let me show you guys what would happen. I don't know what this thing is. If this, even though that this is a cat, this code never gets ran if this main outside if condition is false. So again, that is the basics of how you can put one decision, which is this, in a bigger decision, which is this. So to reiterate one more time, you have one main test condition right here. The first thing it checks for if it's an animal. If and only if it is an animal is it going to test if it's a cat or not. If it's not an animal, this code right here that's highlighted, this never gets ran. So and then the default would just go straight to here. So again, that is how you embed an if statement in a larger if statement. And again, or not again, I didn't tell you this yet, but you can even put an if statement in here and in another one and another one, and you can put as many if statements in if statements as you want. But any more than this kind of gets confusing, even though we're probably going to have to do it sometime during these tutorials. But for now, we're going to just stick with a decision, and if that decision is true, then you give it another decision to make. So that's your basics of an if statement and an if statement. So thank you guys for watching. In the next tutorial, I'm probably going to be talking about something else about conditions. I guarantee it's going to be terribly exciting. So stick around. Make sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you then.